Good morning. Welcome back. So, by overwhelming response yesterday from my poll on Mastodon, the next thing seems like people want me to make was the interior alcove section of a library, which is neat to me. Wasn't what I expected would be the winner, but I'm totally good with it. And there are so many good libraries out there for reference. All I did was go on Pinterest and look for brutalism and library interior, and like particularly in Europe, there are just tons of cool ones. And I found a couple pictures, but these are the three I saved for kind of the vibe I want to go for. Um, Again, it's very much that brutalism, 60s and 70s kind of look to it. I love this circular thing here. I think we're going to use that. I love these lights here. We got a lot of exposed concrete, a lot of oranges. Yeah, I think it'll be cool. So I just wanted to start off with my references because I do have a couple sometimes, every now and then, and I'm just gonna bring them up to my other window and go to Blender. And yeah, no, I have to take Photoshop to the other window, I guess. It won't let me just have one up. There we go. Okay, good enough. We'll deal with Photoshop later. But I have my reference off on another screen, even if you can't see it. It is there. Let's get started. Um, let's keep the default cube. And we are going to say that our set that we have to work with, we're going to be given a maximum of, um, say, 50 feet. And 50 feet, or roughly in meters, for whatever reason, when I'm thinking in building, I tend to think in feet to start with. Um, about 15 meters. So let's just go make it a 15-meter cube. And that's going to be our starting point and rotation and scale. And GZ doesn't matter, but let's just bring it up to the origin. I just kind of think better that way sometimes. So this is going to be our maximum space. It's our set, if you will. Cool. Glad you love libraries. I do too. Yeah, so this is our stage, and we're going to work within this. And the first thing I think we want to do is make it, say, we're going to go with 3 stories. And we're probably going to work on this middle one and keep the outer one as available space. But so probably what I'm going to do now actually is get rid of this and this, 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 this. Well, those I can leave, I guess, but that and that. X faces. And then we'll just come here and we're going to probably move it apart separate later, but fill it and fill it. So there's our floor, and this is our interior space that we can look at it from up and down a little bit for shooting. So we can do one of those like circular things like I did to start with. Something like that. We may duplicate our center floor. In fact, we probably will. But maybe that's a better way to do this as I think about it. Maybe I should get rid of these two. And X face. And that's our floor. Yeah, and then we can build our front projection on top of that. But this is the space we're going to be working with. I like it. Let's do it that way. Save as. Up. Live stream library. 231026-1. Cool. Now the first thing we're going to want to do probably is change our normals and recalculate them for inside, because that is how we are working. Edit mode. Okay. And there's a lot we can do here. Maybe we should bring a person in too. I'm not sure we're going to get that far, quite frankly. That has been my concern too, is that honestly speaking, libraries in their current form don't make sense in a sci-fi world at all. Libraries as meeting places and workplaces and that kind of thing, absolutely. But the whole book thing really doesn't make a lot of sense. So it's one of the reasons why I had my reference before earlier, but I'll bring it back down. I'm kind of looking at something like this in the center because, or this over here. I think this is going to be a working section where we don't show a lot of the media because media makes no goddamn sense. Um, like libraries as they exist today are just dumb in a sci-fi world. So, not to put too fine a point on it. Let's start with the outside. So let's take this. I like that angled window there. That was cool. So let's inset, scale like that. And I like that it was curved. Oh, no, I'm not saying that there can't be libraries. There absolutely can be. But again, the whole book thing doesn't really work past a certain point. We have some cool ones in Vancouver too, with some really neat architecture. Um, but they're still based around books. Um, and they probably shouldn't be. Okay, so we have that now. Now we're going to inset that again to get our rim. We're going to want that, I think. And select outer. Sure. And E, and we'll go with 0.05. Okay. And I think I'm just going to move this roof too, because it's just going to get in my way. New collection, ceiling. Get it out. Okay. Come back. And let's grab this. Extrude in some. Give us a cool, I'll go the full, not 3.3. Rim there. And then we're going to need to Shift D, E, L. Just want to solo because I think, yeah, it does when you do that. Alt hide. I'm going to solo this one. And get rid of this face here. That's the easy way to do it. There we go. Now alt hide. Now my window has some thickness and is its own part. And I don't know when I need to do the outside lip of it either. Although I guess we could. Sure, why not? Let's just, while I'm doing it, plus assign new, let's get a window. Again, we're doing our temporary ones until we kind of come around to doing something with materials. Okay, cool. And then if we three E, delete that face, just like that, and out. Not that we'll see it, but And that should be another material anyway. It shouldn't be window plus assign. Did I delete the window material? Damn it, I did. All that. There we go. And let's see, select that, select that. That's the right one? Oh, no, it is not. That. Bridge edge loops. Cool. I got rid of it again, but that's fine. Whatever. 3. Select it. Assign to F. Assign. 3 is going to be trim. And we'll make it just a different color again. This should still be window. Okay. This should actually be trim too. Not that we'll probably see it from the angle, but there. Cool. And then we're going to make this also trim. No. And that. Right. Yep. Yep. Assign. Okay. Morning, Michael. Welcome to the start of our library. We're just putting a window in right now. We're thinking about how we want to handle the different spaces. And we're thinking we probably want a person too. It's a big space. It's a high ceiling, actually. It's bigger than I thought it was going to be. Maybe I should shrink that down a little bit. I actually don't want quite that high. And it doesn't, this angle I'm not really concerned about, so we should just be able to scale this sucker down. To like that. Oh, because it was 5 meters high, not 3 meters high. That's why. Of course. I want it about 3 meters high. Yeah, let's go 3. It's a ground-based library. And as I spouted off a few minutes ago, media we're probably not going to see a lot of because media and libraries in the sci-fi world are stupid. It doesn't make any damn sense. So we're just going to bypass that by not showing it, I think. That is my plan. Now, I'm liking this. I think we're getting there. What if? Ooh, that could be neat. Looks like that face. Face, poke to face. 1, poke to face. Circle. Let's create at least 16 for a real circle. That. Okay. And then we inset it. Works for me. And 3, let's just delete this face. So then we would have this E up to like there. Then we will inset it. Turn off select outer. And take it to like there. Sure. And then E up again. Like that. For right now, I'm going to make this the same window. We might change the window. Well, actually, no. I'm going to go clear class on this one. Assign, new, clear class. Pretty much, right? And I'll pull it down again. This is what I'm looking at for my reference. I wish I could keep it on the screen all the time and show people, but so we're kind of focusing more probably on this space and this space as our ideas for what we're going to do. And it will be a library, but it's a library building more than we're going to see stacks of bookshelves. That's my plan. That's working for me. Let's make that a different viewport display color. There we go. So I can kind of see what I'm doing here. Got a hole in the floor, hole in the ceiling. Okay. Now 2. We need to refill these again. Fill. Bridge edge loops. See if I'll do it. No. Yeah, you bastard. Okay. 7, 9. We'll get there. Edge, bridge edge loops. Good. Can't do that one that way. I have to do it the other way. Cool. Edge, bridge edge loops. There we go. Cool. Now we got those selected again. No, those are European. The one on the right is a college university in the States somewhere, but it's a super cool one. Old brutalism. Gotta love it. We're down to the ceiling that far, I think. We won't put glass on it, but when we toggle our levels up, that will be that'll be good, I think. Okay. Tab. Let's save. Taking a look again. So we need to put our roof here on the floor, which actually means let's see, tab, alt V, face orientation. This face here needs to extrude down slightly and shift N. No, duplicate, shift D, E, down, shift N. Oh, that's right, and it does the double thing. Shift hide, X faces, tab. There we go. So now we have correct normals going both directions, which we will want later because we're going to basically array this on top of itself. This face here, shift N, should be good now. Okay. And I really like that circular thing on the outside, so we're gonna have to play with something like that too. I think maybe what we'll do to Control R here. Sure. Minus 0.75. I go make it bigger. 0.5. That's probably too big. Doesn't. Why am I trying to get this lined up properly? It doesn't matter. Let's bring our guy over instead. And then now let's do it. Tab, Control R. Okay, that's going to be our path. And we'll build a door there. Actually, when we build a door, let's just X face. Cool. And then we're going to Alt X, mirror it. And I might even leave the mirroring for right now on. That'll be our kind of a narrowish hallway into this area, which will work. Save. Now, let's think about how we want these faces to look. The temptation is just to use random flow and throw some GAC on there. I don't know that I want to do that this time. It's not straight off the bat. Let's do that. Out like that. Sure. And then actually 3, 2. 2 I think is better here. E in slightly like that. Cool. And Control R. 2 more. And let's do the same thing here. Control R. 2 more. And select. Control bevel. And E. And a little more. Word. Cool. Now that's neat. That gives me what I was looking for there. Now we need to do some desking for stuff. I think 3, boop, 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 there. And this is the smallest section. Well, actually, they should be the same size, but I don't think they are. So Shift A, mesh, cube. 2 meters looks good. 2 meters fits perfectly there. Let's see what we can do. Let's put a good height too. Average human desk. I always do this when I'm standing up too. I'm like, desks are usually just above your knees, like between your knees and your crotch. Biological fungus slime patterns. There certainly are some of those that are cool. I got a couple that are neat, but they're making these those things are so easy to make with geometry nodes, comparatively speaking, that yeah, they're everywhere. They are cool though. Let's set it to there. And object, tab, 3E. What? Control A, rotation scale, tab. There we go. Make it that thick. Deskage. And I think just because sci-fi desks are cooler, that's SX.5. Cool. So it's 1 meter out and take it to there, right? Still about the same size. It's just halved it. And then tab. Which one do we want to shrink? We could go in or out. We'll go out. Let's try going out. See if we can fit it. SX. No, SY. Sorry. 7. Let's make sure it still fits in all 3 spots. I think it will. That fits there. Alt D. Definitely fits there. And Alt D. Yeah, it definitely fits there too. Three wonderful desks. Geometry nodes are awesome. But they tend to be really, really good when you want to do animation or you want to do the same kind of thing over and over again. Just for doing basic stuff, it's not often that useful other than just to say you've done it. Usually there's a faster way to do it just to make something once. But to make variations off a thing, though, they are pretty damn cool. 3 inset. Okay, cool. And 2 bevel. Ooh, neat. Yeah, I like that too. Let's get that little corner thing there. Unintentional, but cool. And we can select these. And E to there. That's neat looking. And then maybe, let's see. Do we want to sci-fi them in any way? I think we might. Control R, halfway through there. I'm just going to solve this table, just make my life easier. And then select this, Control R, halfway through there. Cool. And then to this one and this one. Control bevel there. And then edge, bridge edge loops. No, we can't do the whole thing. 2 F, F, that's kind of interesting. It's a little sharp, but we'll see if we can't fix it. Let's see, Alt X, I'm gonna mirror it to both sides. There's no point in just doing the one. I'm sure there might be such a thing, but you wouldn't see it. I mean, at the scale we're talking about, it's kind of, I don't know. That's way into tertiary read details at this point. Possible, but not something we want to focus on yet. Bevel it a little bit. And that might be okay. I'm also not sure that it is really fancy. I'm still working on that vibe too. Is exactly how fancy is this going to be? I'm not sure I have a real answer yet. Yeah, the bevel's not working for me. Pissing me off. Q, sharpen. Let's come back to it again. I think we're going to tab. Let's try beveling. These faces, but not everything. Let's see what we get. Control B. Do we want that? Nah, it just gets weird. Let's leave it alone. We could try Control-1. Simple subdiv. That's gonna give it anything? Oh, A, Q, S mark. That will be different then. If we wanted to make it smoother like that, we could do something like that. I think it kind of looks odd in comparison to the rest of the architecture, though. It's not that it's a bad thing, it just looks a little weird. I think we'll just leave it like this for now. I could spend, days trying to figure out the design of a desk. And you could too, because that's, let's mirror it and save it. We just want to keep track of our time and that we're getting stuff done. And if we can come back to it, that's cool. I'm going to just cheat and use some real chairs. I mean, cheat, but we're doing this as TV concept style, and TV is not afraid to use real furnishings. Could even do real desk, I suppose, but it's not a bad looking desk. We might put that there and somewhere else too. Let's just like this. Add insert. Alt scale 7G. All right, line global. Yeah, individual origin or median point. Chair, office chair. Oh, we were right before. Okay. Bring it out. And let's create some more duplicates of it. Rotate it slightly. Okay. Yeah, those three look good. And oh yeah, this is very 60s retro future for sure. This is, I mean, it's brutalism, so it's going to have that vibe. It's going to tend towards that vibe anyway. Did my table not get that one from? Oh, it's mirrored. That's right. So, God damn it. If we turn this off, that's what happened, right? Okay. I didn't apply my other mirror first. There, apply that. Okay. Now, get rid of these tables. Okay. It's because I tried to double my hops. So I got rid of my initial mirror in exchange for the second one, which messed it up, made it weird. Okay, that's good. Now we can do it though. Okay. Cool. Just need to remember if I modify my desk more. Yeah, those pod chairs are cool. I don't think they fit the vibe here that I want. I wanted a little bit more, not quite so loungy as that, but they are cool. I mean, they might very well be in another part of this building. That's certainly the case. Add insert scale. Whoa, table's huge. Let's come back to this table now and scale it. to roughly the same height as the desks. A bit bigger. There we go. Let's see, Alt G. Oh, that's the point. Like, I don't mind at all. My guess is the same stuff too. It's fine. Like, sometimes I will listen, and B, I want to inspire people. That's the point. So cool. I mean, I'm super happy you are. Um, there's no. And that's also kind of why I hate people following along perfectly with tutorials. Is that there's no right way. That's really what I'm trying to get at with this. Is I want you people to think about what this stuff is. Let's make this table a little higher so it goes above that. There we go. To think about what they want and what they're seeing and use it for their own stuff. I don't want you to copy what I do. What's the point in that? I mean, I'm already me. You don't need to be me. Okay, so we got a table there. Just one? Do we want to do two? We could do two. Just trying to fill the space a little bit. There we go. Two tables there. Yeah, no, it's not annoying. It's not like you're super pushy about it, you know. No one's trying to make me find God, so we're all good. I'm going to be snarky about that for a long time now. Yeah. The one true way to make it. Do you know I've never done the donut tutorial? Honestly, in part because of that. It's not how I learn. Never done the donut tutorial. So I know it's famous, but all right, I'm gonna cheat again too. Cyberdeck. I'm actually gonna use some kind of built components for computer stuff for these desks because I don't have time to build a whole computer. And these are awesome. This is some Kit Bash 3D stuff. That's cool for sure. I just tend to like making my own thing. Add insert. Alt scale. Cool. Let's see. I'll just solo this thing for right now. There we go. That's how we want it to be. Okay. Now, let's see if I got snapping turned on in this bad boy. Main screen turn on. Let's see. They created some interesting stuff for the way it locks into place that I sometimes use and sometimes don't. And I haven't decided yet on this one. But we're just basically making a computer. And I don't care if it lines up perfectly the way they had it or not. There we go. 3. In some ways, I'd almost rather it didn't because it's going to be more mine if I don't. But he did a really good job of these, so I can't argue that one in any way. What I want to. I add another top to it. Sure. not material, insert, undo. What did I just add? Let's see, undo history. Just back to there. Okay, we're good. Now select this sucker, okay, and add insert. And alt scale and GZ. Where am I? Top. GZ. I don't see it. Solo it. Does it exist? It exists. Okay, where is it? I don't know. I'm going to put it object set origin to 3D cursor. Object set origin, junction origin. Scale it up. There we go. And G. I'm just tweaking to see what we wanted. If we even want it, we might not even want it on this one. And that's kind of cool. And this one again, let's add a side screen because they're cool looking. Which one? I do like that one. It's kind of over the top. Let's go with a slightly less over the top one. And drag it over to here. And let's just turn on color. It's a very sci-fi looking screen or computer, clearly, right? Which will be kind of interesting because it will be a little bit out of place in this building, which I kind of also like. So yeah, we're in group mode and remove kit off props. Can I remove kit off props? Convert to mesh. Unused wire insets. Good. Convert to mesh. Convert to mesh. I don't think it has any. It does not. Convert to mesh. I think it also has any either. To mesh. And we should be able to select that, that, and that, and join them together. Right? Yeah, there it is. And we're just going to call it, we're going to rename it to PC. It's a PC, clearly. RZ minus 90. Again, no matter when I do it, it will be wrong. And let's see, GZ down to here, onto our table. And we'll move it back a little bit. Cool. Maybe, let's see. I'm gonna look at it in color too. Solo edit it, 3. I'm just gonna make it a little thicker. Feels a little thin to me. Yeah. Just give it some oomph, just a bit. Cool. Right, cool. And then let's Alt D, bring it over to here. And Alt D, bring it over to here. Select them, select our ground, mirror them again. PCs on every desk. Save. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to completely jump to another section of this thing and put some lights in, which means we're going to need to go to the floor, particularly the bottom. Okay, so we got each of those, and fortunately, each of those is pretty even. So if we were to face and poke the faces, we get a lot of lines, but Q circle. We need to turn off or apply our mirror first. Now Q circle, see if this will work. Well, yeah, it will. I actually want them further out though. I can probably do that. Let's see if I can do it the other way. Let's have to do it with math. Well, math, I'll have to remember some numbers. Because I want them to be about that big. Yes. I just want to move them. 3 GY. And I moved it -1. Good. GY1. That works out so well. 1 GX -1. Woohoo! And we should be able to select those there and E. Yep. I like it. We have done so. Now I want to again, I'm gonna have to delete some faces, I think, or add some faces, but yeah, it's fine. E scale, no, individual origins. E scale. Oh. All right, like that looks good. We're still inside of our building. I just gotta make sure of that. I think we are just still inside, maybe not quite so big. So this is scale like that. There we go. Okay. Then we X faces. No. Well, we could actually. Yeah, sure, fine. X the faces. I'll just do this a little bit the hard way, but not a lot. Halfway. Sounds good, actually. F. Let's do it here too. F. F. And there we go. Now we're going to want to maybe extend these a little bit out. Yeah, it's a skywell thing. Exactly. It's going to go up through the center of the floors. You are correct. Come on. Got those two. Okay. Those two. Those two. Let's see. Alt E on normals. Take it back in just a little bit. No. You bastard. Shift D, Alt E on normals. Bring it back in a little bit. There we go. Tab. Cool. A, M by distance. Yes. Remove 22,000. Duplicate. Yeah. Every time I walk anywhere in public now, I'm like, someone has touched this. And it kind of creeps me out. Let's maybe start materializing a little bit. What's going to be the easiest one to do first? Exit out of here. Our default material, probably our concrete. Um, we had really good results yesterday adding our own, but I'm going to start with one that's a little bit more. Humans are very gross, yes. So that is 100% the case in my opinion. Um, yeah, in my younger days when I went out to clubs and occasionally the strip clubs, I would be like, ew, someone has touched this. And I was just kind of squicked by it. Um, Smooth concrete. Let's see how it is. I don't think we're going to use this one, but AU cube projection. We want to do that too. It's very procedural. It's not that it's wrong, but it's very procedural. Let's see if we can use one with an actual texture and get something better out of it. Maybe let's rather than make our own though to start with. Let's go look at. I pulled all the concrete shaders from a lot of my Kitbash 3D things into here, so we have them. Why am I not seeing any? Do I have something? Huh? Let's save. Not Kitbash 3D, actual Kitbash 3D. That's an empty thing I probably need to delete. Concrete. And I want to go large. Concrete horizontal, concrete form holes, concrete grime, concrete general. Let's just see what general concrete looks like. I can see that. That's I get your point there. Same kind of vibe. Even if it's just psychological and it's not real, it's still real psychologically. Close area. I don't mind that. It's a little grungy. Do I have a clean concrete wall clean? Let's see how that looks. Yes, I think that's kind of the vibe we want to go for these walls. At least these walls. This back wall, I kind of like it having just a paint color to it, so it's a little different from the inside. Um, we're gonna stick with this one for right now. We may come back to change it. But I liked this orange kind of vibe on that other one on the wall in my reference. I thought it was kind of neat. Oh yeah, we're hitting brutalism. That's for sure. No question about that. I don't know why it does that. It's full screened on my monitor, so I don't really know why. Or can I fix it? Let's see. Is that better? Might have gotten dragged off. Yeah, I think that did it. Sorry, Jason. Thanks for bringing it up. I think that should fix it. Um, I apologize, everybody. I know you're losing a lot out of it, but certainly want it on full on the screen. Um, what color do we want? Let's go with the paint just for right now. And yellow matte, yellow shiny. Let's see what matte looks like. It's just so ugly. It's awesome. Windows. I'm going to go grab my usual because I just like it. So why not? glass window pane. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. And then trim. Let's just try frames here. See what it gives us. See if it's too dirty. That looks all right to me. Yeah, doing okay. Cool. And then this one here, where we have clear glass. That's yellow. That's not even brown. Um, um, Cycles glass. Add material. Cool. That works. And we could even, let's see, if we do this, try the same yellow mat on our desks there. Oh, it's so brutalism. It's so ugly. Yeah. And then our floor. Do we leave it concrete? We might leave it concrete, but we're not gonna leave it that concrete. Go planar. And then we might make our ceiling another color too. So plus assign to material one for right now, sure. Now let's see what we got in floor. Here's our concrete floor tiles. We just wanted to see what that would look like. Go with the easy route. I mean, kind of works. We're going to change this here. And that. Maybe like really all of these. Kind of want to leave them concrete, but again, um, um, concrete form, no holes, maybe? Let's try that. Yep, that looks cool. And then we need to come down here, and we're going to get a little bit more interesting here, I think. Let's see again. Look at that library. Yeah. I want to select these. I'm going to go grade so I can see right now. See what the hell I'm doing. Plus, plus. No, damn it. To do it the other way. It's the best way to do this. One, Alt Z, B, plus. That actually worked pretty well. And then deselect form no holes. That should just, I mean, just shift hide. Yep, we just have that. Good. Plus, assign that. And I kind of want a metal on this one now. Or something shiny. This looks interesting. And then these, I'm going to assign them to a light. Just an emissive. And I think it's going to be, we're going to try to straight white because we got so much coloring already on this thing. Let's see. Yeah, all right. I can live with that. Now, I don't need to worry about any of the other stuff, and everything else is attached to here. So I should be able to array Yes. And if we set our array to a height of, was it 3 meters? Is that our, no, it should be more than that. Let's just let's just line it up by hand. Um, 5.2. That seems good. That's a low ceiling, but it's kind of neat. Might even take it up a little bit more. Let's get our ceiling to like there. A little higher. There. That looks like a good ceiling height. Okay. I'll turn it off and come back through tab, Alt hide. And can we just take these? Ooh, 2. I wonder if we could and what that would look like. And then EGZ to like there. We'd have holes, though, wouldn't we? Unless we, yeah. The question is, do I want those to go all the way to the ceiling? I think maybe I do. 3. Shift G, coplanar, E, up. There we go. Cool. And that's what we've got so far. Ooh, our lights are a little bit big. Oh, that's unfortunate. Because that's going to be a real pain in my ass. But there you go. Okay. Let's see how bad it's going to be. It might not be too bad. Select those and select those. P section. Now, if we are lucky, individual origins, scale, yeah. That might be okay. What do we got? No, it did create some wonk. Just a bit of wonk. Lights are better though. Okay. Tab. A. Q. Let's just see first if this will work. If we can clean mesh and have it fix it. Sometimes it does. Not really. Oh, I know what we can do though. It's not too bad. We're just going to Shift G, coplanar, X faces. And then tab this one, and Shift D. We should be, let's see if we can, let's try using snap. I don't use snap to edge. Cool. Those things coming from hide and hide. Let's get these things now. L, no, that would be too much to hope for. Hide now. L, yes. X faces. And I hadn't picked a ceiling yet, had I? That works. I think we're good there. Save. Where did my, oh, did I delete that? Oh, can't delete that yet. Edit, undo history, go back to delete. Yeah, solo. Can't get rid of that. 7. C. Control L. No. Okay. Fine. Fortunately, this thing's easier to grab. We can just go with 3. Let's see if we can do it this way. Got the whole loop. Plus, 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 plus. Yep. P section. Cool. L. L. X. Vertices. Cool. 7. C. Control L. X vertices. There we go. That looks like a giant hot tub. You mean it's not? Bring back that. Okay. There we go. Now, turn back on our array. And our roof is no longer, join that back together. There we go. Our roof is no longer wonky looking. Or shouldn't be. Let's see. Good. Where are we at? 107? Cool. I'm going to add one more to an array. And we're going up by this. Because I want to take this whole thing now. And GZ. All right, sorry, I'm just going to item Z. Could you get to 0? No. I'm going to link my lights back too. Join. Cool. Because I could just do it by fucking I. Whatever. GZ. Whee! Now I should be able to minus. No, that's not even right. All that's not even right. I'll look and see in a minute. I don't know about the gap. It's not intentional if it is there. Let's see. Gaps are easy to get in there. Oh, around the rim here up there at the top. Yes, I see what you're saying. It's just the way the damn things work. It's not particularly intentional. We can fix it though. Okay, we're lined up. That's how I want to be lined up there though. We are good. Okay, cool. Solo it. Let's turn off array, just make our life easier. And select that. Shift hide. Okay. Let's go see what we got. Do we have something on the top? No. Okay, the reason is because they're not, probably the reason is they're not, right? Weird. do I care? I mean, that fixes it. The geometry's kind of wonk on it, but whatever, we'll do it. It does fix it, and I do want it fixed, so I don't care if I get an extra weird loop. F. Concept art versus production art. I don't care about the weird loop. Oh, well, maybe that was the problem. Was I selecting the wrong one? Yeah, whatever. As long as you can't see it, I don't care. Cool. Yep, got it. Cool. That's the kind of thing I usually fix at the end after I'm done, because I'm like, oh yeah, I go to render. I'm like, oh shit. So, okay, so we got that. And there's only was one more thing I wanted to do. I wanted to put the giant circle in. If you're showing up late, this is a library, you got some university in the States somewhere, and I just really dug that. I think that's super cool. So I kind of want to add something like that to it, which is what we've been working towards pretty much this whole time. So let's go ahead and do it. Shift A, mesh, cube, Alt G, S 7.5. That should take us, should now be lined up. Oh, I got snapping turned on. That's why things are weird. Okay. Yep, that lines that up. So let's shrink this down to like that. Bring it over to like there. I just thought it was neat looking. So let's bring it to there. Cool. Now, Shift S2, center, Shift A, mesh, cylinder, RX90. Scale that bad boy up to like that. And then Boolean cut it from that and apply. And there we go. And then now, just to make our light bleed issues better, I'm just going to go in all directions. Why not? Now that I've Alt-E on normals. There we go. And it's cheesy, but the easiest thing I could do might just be to create another, you know? All right, I think what I'm going to do, just thinking to myself here, but let's hide this. Just going to make my life easier. And I'm going to select this thing. I'm going to turn off the array. Ugh, God damn it. Now I'm going to move it back up again. Oh, there are other areas. So that's why I said this is a component. This is a corner. You don't have to worry about that. This is not the library. This is a tiny, tiny corner of the library. I don't give a shit. You know, it's like that's like looking at the back wall of your bedroom and asking how you get to the hallway. Who cares? There we go. Lined up. Turn off our dude. A. Well, first off, turn off our wall. A. Q. Or select something so I can do it. Q. Apply modifiers. That's my response to fireman's pole. Yeah. It could very well be that building from yesterday. You know, like it would kind of make sense from a cinematic perspective if you saw signs of the next thing. You know, from the last thing. Mostly in my line of work, I never get to do those kind of connections. It's just like, go make a library section. Okay. Go make a sewer. Okay. You know. All right. So they're applied. So now if I turn that on and join it, should be good. And Q sharpen. And turn back on Ray. Now I should have chairs on every fucking level, which is just what we wanted. Right, right. Good, 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 good. And now I can turn back on that cube. I just need to move it up. GZ 3.8 something, but that'd be close enough, I think. Yeah. And then again, let's just solo the sucker. Turn off our edit. Alt hide. We are getting a little bit heavier on the geo now that we're doing it this way, but there's nothing we can't handle yet. Goes all the way. Yep. EGX. Doesn't need to go far. This is into bullshit land. This is off camera. It's just to stop light bleed. EGX. That side had a. That side didn't. I don't know. Well, got both. It's fine. Tab. And bring back that cube or unsolo. Looks good. Because I think I'm going to now, well, we need to give this the same, probably the same wall texture as that. I think that would make sense. Control A, rotation scale, add wall. Ooh, ugly. Cube projection. And we want to scale it though. Quite a bit smaller, I think. Let's see how that bit. Is that enough? Do we like it? Do we even want to just go for clean? This one, yeah, that's a little too busy. I think this may not actually be the material we use for this one. We may use concrete form holes. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, yep, that's what we're using. Okay. And then I'm going to come here and edit this thing. And yeah, let's do it this way. 3, select all, Alt E, so normal's just a bit more. Then E. Doesn't really matter how far it goes. Well, it does kind of. But we'll get it lined up properly where we can. And then 2 F. And then G, Y to there. Tab. And now we have our space that is actually blocked in. Can we, is it blocking the mirror? The windows can't go quite that far. 3. GY. Oh, no, we can't. We have to cut through it, won't we? Yeah, we'll have to cut it. Oh, we can do that. That's fine. Okay. Hello, Tactical Assault Pineapple. I'm always amused by people's YouTube names. Let's go. Oh, come on, you're thinking. Where are we at? 121? We think would be just about perfect for this. Okay, great. Again, let's turn off array for right now. Select by type. Okay, yep. And then Shift D and then P selection. Now come out, edit. Thinking. Okay, we got our new thing. Now let's scale it up just a bit. S, Shift Y. Let's solo it to see what it is. Okay. That should be okay, but S, Shift Y, just a bit bigger. Yep, should be fine. It should have our array on it as well, doesn't it? Yes, it does. So we can take it and apply that array. No reason not to. Control minus. And here we're probably going to want exact and self-intersection, hole tolerant, not hole tolerant. Self-intersection. Is that going to work for us? Doesn't look like it yet. You know what? Let's select this thing. No. Cutter. That thing. Screw it. We can go nuts on it because it's just going to the one. There we go. That's what we want. And apply. And now if we unsolo everything, cool. We can delete our cutters and turn back on array for that again. Rain is a tough one. I'm actually going to do some fairly soon, I think, but rain is not particularly easy. Did I get it lined up properly? No, I went too vertical on it. Damn it. Let's see. Undo history. There we go. Now let's turn this back on so I can see that, make sure I'm doing it right. Might have to do it again. But rain is really a tough one. Yeah, those are not looking good. Cutters. SZ. Well, let me shrink it back down until where it's kind of lines up right. Looks like it will. Solo. Cut. Okay, let's try this again. Now let's see if I got it. Unsolo. I think I did, but yep, seems like it this time. Seems like we are good to go. And I don't know that the light's going to matter too much. We could potentially want to add more, but let's just, I want to add an HDR and see what it does. We might need to change the back face here. Start pointing out with my finger so that it hides the light from the sky if the sky looks weird, but I want a shot like that. And we could even like that, right? Set our camera up while I'm doing it, I guess. Camera, RE, Anna, widescreen. We may not be able to get the whole thing because no, we will. Cool. So like that. Which is what we wanted. I wonder. I mean, this will be nuts. What are we at? It's getting pretty big. Can we take all this? That's everything, right? It's all selected. That and that. Yep. All selected. 7. Alt D. R. Not individual origins. We want to make sure we're on the median point. RZ90. And GX. GY. And GY some more. Till it kind of lines up pretty close. Like that. Oh, yeah. And we take that and mirror it again. We're kind of chunking our, I'll probably get rid of these after this one shot because they're going to add a lot of geo to this. But for the first shot, let's see. Hopefully it works. It's thinking. There we go. Let's save. And now I've got a sense that this library is bigger. And we crashed Blender. Glad I saved. Woo, crashing Blender. Gotta love it. With 3 minutes to go, we crashed Blender. Yes. It's not a day unless you've crashed it at least once. Oh, I'm fine. I didn't get a chance to show you the stuff that I was doing yesterday after the stream ended because it didn't really fit here yet, but I will. It's some light modification stuff. So Ian Hubert was doing it too in his Patreon this last week, but using transparency tricks to do like God rays and things like that, and to draw attention in the light to where you want it to be. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It really crashed. There we go. I need to upgrade. I think there's a new, I mean, I know there's a new version after 3.60. I'm just looking down and being like, I should probably upgrade my Blender to the latest LTS version. I know, right? And then I didn't do it. Sorry. Let's save. And I'm just going to clean up and recursively move all the extra shit because, yeah. And save again. And let's hope when we go to, if it dies, we'll turn it off again. We just won't do it. But it's thinking. Yes. Cool. 365. Nice. Cool. Good to know. 0. So this is going to be our first shot, but we do need to give it a sky still. So let's do that. Nice, good HDR. And then we might need to change something inside too. HDR. We'll know when we're done though. Let's see. These might give us too much building that I don't want. That's my only fear with those. Because it's going to be outside. Yeah, let's just, rather than just city town, let's just go open world. So it'll see. Like this was an empty enough of a colony world that I'm not worried about that. That one? Sure. Too high up still. We want from plane maybe? Problem is they're all right in the middle. And I want mostly sky, not mostly ground. Let's see if we can find one on our own. 49. Sure, why not? Let's see. Yeah, they're all right down the center, all of these, which makes sense for other uses, but I want a sky. So I'm just gonna go up, up, and sky. Pure sky. Sure. It's kind of rainy looking. Angle. That's all right. We might actually put another building on the outside there too, just to hide it. I think that would work. I do want to do one more thing though on this, because it's going to bother me if I don't. So turn off the array, and then we'll call it. I'm just going to add a glass railing on the front here, because right now there's nothing. It's thinking. And if it crashes, we'll call it for the day, because I can do this afterward. It's nothing interesting. It's just editing. And we definitely have a lot of shit going on right now, so it's kind of a pain. I should have done this much earlier on in the process, but I didn't. So what are you going to do? Actually, there's a better way to do this. That will probably be faster. Keep trying to do things the obvious way, and it's maybe not the right way. Object mode. I don't need to edit this module. I just need to add to it. Okay. 7. Yep, we're right. Shift A, mesh, cube. Scale it down. Okay. 3. I'll still make it a little narrower. And bring it over to here. Cool. And then extend it out. Again, doesn't super matter. And we are going to Control A, rotation scale. And what material was that again that we gave it? That was Where am I? Concrete form, no holes, I think. That's what it's going to be, even if that's not what it was. And then tab 2, Control R, Control bevel. And then E. Where's our dude? Our dude to here. That's too high. The walls are too damn high. To like there. Cool. Plus assign, and this is going to be glass clear. Tab. Save. And now I should just be able to take that and join it to this, and it should propagate through all that array and duplication stuff that we've been dealing with. It should be a much better way to do this than trying to edit that other thing. We're thinking, and we're thinking, and we got it. Okay. And now, unsolo, and turn back on our array. Yeah, you can see it worked on that side already. There we go. Save again. Now let's just see it. Color, cross your fingers. It's not bad for, just over 90 minutes with no idea what you're going to do before you start. You can kind of see it. It's there. It matters. You can see it better over here, which is good. Cool. All right, folks. Well, there's our library section. It's a little empty still. I might do a little more to it afterward, but it's just going to kind of be tiny stuff. This is the vast majority of the layout for it. Yeah, I hope it was cool. I hope this is what people wanted when they said library section, because yeah, I don't know, it could be almost anything. But I think tomorrow I might come back and do the farmhouse. I've just had a hankering to do one of those for a while, and I think it would be a good opportunity to show that lighting stuff better than this interior scene was. Anyway, I hope everybody has a great rest of their day. I hope things go well for you, and we'll see you again soon, hopefully tomorrow. Okay, bye everybody.